repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple: you're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett
Tired of
Buildings, we've
gimmicks,
been proudly
spooky
serving our
tricks?
community for over 25
At Mallett
years.
Buildings,
When
You
it
don't
cost to
need
building
raise
structures
prices
that
from the
last,
dead or play
experience
games
matters.
with your budget.
You've
We will
probably
gladly bury
seen some
any high
companies
prices
offering
that come
long
your way.
warranties,
At Mallett
10 years
Buildings,
or
we're
more.
committed to keeping
But here's
things
something
straightforward,
important to consider.
matching any
Can a
written
company
quote from
without
a
a long
competitor,
track record
and
truly
making
back
sure
that up?
high prices get
It's easy
buried
to make
once and for all.
promises, but what really counts is the
Mallett
ability.
Buildings.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I made it back from Baton Rouge. I drive to Baton Rouge so much, my car kind of goes on its own. But anyway, I guess we'll start out with, I saw with one of my competitors, they do something once a year, just to compare what we do and what they do. It says, helping those in need this holiday season. And that's a great thing. I don't push them. But folks, I do stuff all year long. Just last week, I gave over $6,000 to the vets in Jennings to stock their pond. I can go on and on. This is nice that Fortified does that. But we do this all the time. We give back to the community all the time. Not just every once in a while, not just during Christmas, during the season. We give money to McNeese, we give money to kids, we give money to, there's an array of things. And so I compliment them on that, but I would suggest that they do a lot more like we do, because we're all making money here. That's what we try to do. They should be doing this stuff all year, not just every once in a while, like we do. We do it all the time, year after year, throughout the year, okay? So let's get started. $500 discount every week for military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, first responders. I'm the only one I think that does that. And I'm very proud to tell you we're doing this, and we do it because we owe them a lot. Healthcare workers, we owe them a lot. During COVID, look at all the things they did. Educators, they're raising our kids. First responders, anytime there's a fire or someone's hurt, these people need to be rewarded. So, at Mallett Buildings, you come in and you classify under any of these, you're going to get a $500 discount on your building. Now this week, we've taken and added $500 more to the veterans, or those who serve, okay? So that means it's worth $1,000. So with $1,000, if you're a veteran this week, and then next week we'll pick another group, you get 500 plus 500 plus the Tiger Cash. That means if you're a veteran, you can get $2,000 cash off of any building we sell. That's our way of giving back to the community. Not like Fortify. We're giving all the time, and we're proud of that. Okay? Next. This is our sale till Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving special. $3,000 off any elite building, $2,000 off any signature building, $1,000 off any value building. Now, if you add the Tiger Cash, this jumps to $4,000, $3,000, $2,000. If you're a veteran this week, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. If you're a healthcare worker, you add $500. We are giving back all the time, not just every once in a while like some of my competitors. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. I do compliment them on at least they do something. Some of them don't do nothing at all, like Southern. I don't see where they do anything. At least Fortify is trying to compete with me, and that's a good thing. Now, this is a commercial or something that Southern ran. There's only one problem. They forgot to tell you they were convicted. You know, If you're going to talk about what you've done and try to make people believe you're this and this and that, they were charged and they were convicted by the LSOBC. They've been in business 4 years. This is where they were caught. They had a home improvement registration. They've only had a residential license and commercial license for about 4 or 5 months. That's a red flag. 3 of them. Hadn't had the license very long, hadn't been in business very long, and been convicted. Remember, $3,000 is my special. Anything they do, you get a bid from that bunch, I will beat them by $3,000 every day. Call them, get a bid, bring it to me, apples to apples. Apples to apples, I will give you a $3,000 discount. I'll make it worth your while to call me. Okay. I think we got this one. This one was given, somebody got this one. This special here is, this is the Dutch lap. The Dutch lap is, as you can tell, more residential. This is I have 2 cabins at the Calistoga Ranch, and these are 2 of the cabins that were built with what we call the Dutch lap. Now, anybody that comes in, this week's already gone. We've done it 3 weeks. We'll do another one next week. Whoever comes in and buys an elite building, 1,500 square feet or more, I will upgrade you to the Dutch lap, this metal, at no charge. I'm trying to get this product out there. I think it's the wave of the future. We have a machine that's coming in the next 12 months, and I'm going to make that look like vinyl siding, but it'll be steel, 26 gauge. It's coming. It's coming quick. So anyway, always trying to improve, always trying to make things different for different applications. Now, if you haven't ever listened to us, this is what comes in the Mallett Elite Building. What separates the Mallett Elite Building from everybody else? All these products. Let's start with 10-year workmanship warranty. I've been in business 26 years. I can give a 10-year workmanship warranty. Unlike some people who give a 10-year workmanship warranty with only been in business 4 years. That don't add up, folks. I don't know how you can give a warranty for 10 when you've only been in business for 4. How do we know they're going to be in business in 5 years or 6 years? You don't know. And if they go under, you just got taken advantage of. 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, 5 on 12 roof pitch. We're the only people that do this. 2 10x10 rollers, standard. Walk through it. 26 gauge metal. Roof and wall insulate, standard. Gutters, standard. 6-inch concrete, standard. Concrete slab with control joints. I'm the only one doing control joints. We added control joints here a few weeks ago, or I guess about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's very important. I've done a special on control joints. Control joints are really critical in Louisiana. Even if you have a pad compacted, I still recommend control joints. Okay? Post protector, standard. Insulated windows, standard. And let me tell you something about windows. There's a difference in windows. Be careful when they sell you windows. Some windows will not meet the code. You could put them in there and you're going to fail your inspection. All of my windows meet all the inspections. All the tags are on those windows. Engineered wood screws, they meet IBC code. Engineered cable retention, I'm the only one doing that. I really transfer the weight of the slab to the outer perimeter of the building. They'll try to tell you they do something else to do that, and I hadn't found nothing else that'll do that. 4x4 framework on your windows and doors, concrete under every post. I think I'm the only one doing that too. Continuous ridge vents, Zac screws and roof and walls, wainscot, engineered mono trusses, 145 mile per hour building wind load, licensed engineer on staff. I'm the only one that has that too. They're contracting out, and you need to be careful of that. I've seen some of these stuff that's stamped, and I don't know if they really, I really don't know what's going on there. But I assure you, my engineer works at this place. He's an employee. We have a licensed engineer on staff and 2 designers on staff. The rest of them don't have that. Mallett Secure Watch. We watch everything we do on your building from the time it's delivered to the time it's finished. We keep those videos on record in your file. We can go back and look at everything from our inspections to our delivery. Everything that goes on, we're getting that put inside the system. 24 access to the owner. I'm the only one that advertises that. I tell you every day, or when I tell you 337-515-2154, that is my personal cell phone number. You have access to the owner of the company. If someone in this organization does not do what they're supposed to do, you can reach me 24/7. I don't think you can get that from the rest of them. And while we're talking about the rest of them, we're open Saturday till 12. And if you say you need to come in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my guys are going to stay here for you, and girls. My building specialist will tend to you. The others aren't doing that. That's what separates us from them. We're here to serve you. We're here to give you the best product, which is what this is, and at the same time, give you the best service. The others, they want to go play on Saturday. We're here to work for you. Every Saturday, we're here. Okay? And I think that separates us from the rest of them. We want to do what's convenient for you. We want to earn your business. How? By being here when it's convenient for you. Okay? All right. My conversation today is about what to consider when building a barn. There's a lot of things you need to consider. I'm going to touch these points. This is my subject matter for today. I try to pick a subject matter each day now. We're expanding into where I'm doing some research on different things that I think are beneficial to you, and that's why I cover these. So let's get started. What to consider when building. You need to define its purpose. Is it livestock, storage, equipment, shelter, etc.? It makes a difference when you're designing the building to know what its purpose is. It's going to help us, when you come in, to help you make a better decision. How your barn's design impacts its usage. Now, when we start we're talking about animals like horses, cattle, whatever. But we're talking agricultural buildings now, okay? Because we build post-frame buildings, but we classify things that for animals as barns, okay? Site selection, proper drainage. I always tell my people, look, if this is the ground level, this right here, I always recommend you get a foot above the moisture barrier. So that when the water, and it goes away from your building. Don't put it on the at ground level, the water can come back on you. But you need to secure the proper drainage. Downwind for livestock. You want that wind coming through that building for aeration. It's better for the cattle. I've raised a lot of cattle, commercial and purebred herds. And the wind or downwind helps moving air through that facility. Vehicle and equipment access. So wherever you set your roll-up doors, depending on how you're going to bring either hay, animals, whatever you're doing, it's critical that you design that, because you see during the winter months, it's muddy, it's wet, and you really need to consider that if that's what you're building. That's also important even in a accessory building. Okay? Structural design. You have the shed row to barn, stalls in one line of the barn with an opposite side overhang. Okay? Then you got the breezeway barn, stalls on both sides with middle aisles, the RCA barn, gable barn. Go to the next one. Okay. RCA barn. More natural light, better ventilation. A-shaped roof line, able to hold more heat. This is more in line with your accessory buildings. This can be an accessory building, and a lot of people build accessory buildings with this frame. Okay? But these are two designs that you can use for animals. Now, when you're raising livestock, and we're talking preferably horses here, because that's not many, unless it's show animals. If it's show sheep, show cattle, show animals, then you get into proper ventilation because you're housing them, and they need proper ventilation. Why? Because you get into respiratory problems. Because you see the waste, the manure, whatever you want to call it, has a lot of ammonia. And you need proper ventilation to get that out of the barn, or it starts affecting the animals. Okay? That's why post frame is the preferred choice in dealing with animals. There's no way that red iron or this tubular can withstand the waste, the things that come from the waste, the ammonia, the nitrogen. It will eat that metal up like it's nothing. Whereas the wood is designed, it can take it. Okay? Urine is acidic and salty, and manure has live microbes in it. Microbes are oxidizing carbon. When they run out of oxygen, they'll use nitrogen, iron, and sulfur instead. They can create hydrogen sulfide, which can oxidize into the sulfuric acid. Okay? Next. So why red iron is an electrochemical rust trap. Iron is oxidized and loses electrons. Now that iron is reactive to water and oxygen, creates rust. Acid accepts these free electrons that the metal lost and increases the oxidation rate. The cycle repeats itself: oxidation, rust formation, as acid growth. I've always been a proponent, as y'all well know, of the post-frame building versus the red iron building or even the tubular, especially when you start talking about animals. Okay? But let's face it, even without animals, you still need to be concerned with rust in the steel or the tubular building. Okay? In this world, in agriculture usage, look at the percentages of agriculture usage for post frame versus steel. Almost twice as much percentage of buildings built here. Why? Because it can take the element of the animal. It really can. And this chart shows why so many people now build agriculture with post frame versus metal. It cannot take it. It can't. It's a factual statement. That's why you see the percentage so high. Okay? All right, what to consider? So your budget and your costs. Consider the cost of maintenance over time. You're going to have way less maintenance with wood structure or post frame structure versus red iron or tubular. You will be constantly trying to kill that rust. Warranties, workmanship and materials. It is important that you understand that whenever you buy your building, that you make sure that you, what's this? Okay. When you buy your building, study these warranties and the workmanship. I've always said, and I'll say it again, the longer someone's been in business, probably the better the workmanship. Warranties are on paper, and warranties are only as good as the person that's writing it. And if someone is trying to sell you a warranty that doesn't make sense, then you should see that. For instance, if I've been in your business for 4 years, I would like to know how I can get a 10-year warranty. I have no guarantee he's going to be there in 10 years. Absolutely none. If he goes under, you've lost all these warranties. And sometimes when you make that decision based on the warranties, you're being taken advantage of because that's not right. And you need to take that into consideration when you buy a building. The companies you're buying from, use the red flags. I talk about the red flags. Look, you go to the Secretary of State, you see how many years they've been in business, you see who the proper parties are. Licensure, that's going to tell you if they're licensed or not licensed, what their licensure is. Contract violation, you look at that while you're there and see if they've been convicted. Go to their reviews, that's a good place to look. Visit the contractor's facility. These are the red flags I recommend. You don't have to do them, it's your prerogative. I'm only trying to help you. Okay? And anybody in the business should understand that these competitors ought to understand that. But if you don't follow the red flags, this is what can happen to you. Look at this. This guy here has been charged with contractor fraud. Those are the charges. He hasn't been convicted, but charged. But we did convict him. He's only been in business for 4 years. He only had a home improvement registration, and he got convicted. 3 serious red flags. Length of time in business, wrong classification to be, in my opinion, comfortable. And then this. Do you think that's the only time we probably caught him? Probably not. I mean, if they're doing this stuff, you folks, you need to be careful of this. So, you end up like this cat. He got charged with all this. Then you got these two. Brent Dugas, Brian DeZarmo, both were charged with contractor fraud. But they also were convicted by the LSOBC. Red flags. These people, and here's a list of them. You can go see this stuff right there just like I can. I pull all my information. It's public record. I know they don't like it, but it's public record. All these people have been convicted of violating state contracting law. Southern Style Barnes, S&S Steel, Precision Metal, Ranger Buildings, Beck Industries, and Reeds. They have been charged. They have either pled guilty or pled no contest. Therefore, they have been convicted of violating state contractor laws. It is a red flag, and you need to be very, very careful of that. You can trust us for several reasons. One, we've been here for 25 years, going on 26. We have on-site monitoring on every project. There's no empty promises. I can give you a 10-year warranty because I've been in business 25, 26 years. I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. And I have a facility. I'm vested. You see, that goes back to, go see their facilities. See how if they're vested in this business, they plan on being in this business. Because if you plan on being in this business, at some point you got to start expanding, building an office, warehouse, equipment. It's a red flag if you don't see that, folks. License, no violations. I would never hire someone, personally, I would never hire someone who had violations. That's my recommendation to you. You're asking for trouble. Okay? All right. So the last, I've been starting here the last, I guess I've been going this for a couple of months now. Okay, I want to make something clear. Look, when I make deals here, it's an exclusive savings. Each weekly deal is designed as a special, time-limited promotion to offer customers unique savings. Okay? Secondly, inventory and cost. Pricing depends on material costs and availability, which fluctuate, making each deal unique to its own time frame. Customer fairness. To keep things fair for everyone, we stick to the schedule so all customers get equal access to these exclusive deals when they're available. Okay? What that means is, if you buy a building 3 weeks ago and you see me come on here and give a deal, you can't go back in time. It doesn't work that way. Okay? But I make deals every day. Okay, let me go ahead and knock out some of these here. We got, is that Mr. Coleman? Mr. Coleman, let's see, right here, Mr. Coleman. Well, Mr. Coleman, I'm looking to be closer to 35. Yeah. They already gave you the Thanksgiving special, $3,000. They gave you in-house signing, $1,000. What they have not given you, which I can do the Elite building, is I can dock another $1,000 off for the Tiger Cash. That's about all I can do because I've already given you $4,000. That means I've given you a total on this project of $5,000 off of the Elite building. Now, if you go to the signature, you're there. He gave that. You could take another $1,000 off. I think you were trying to get to $35,000. You can get to $33,000. Almost $34,000 on the signature. But on the Elite, sir, I can give you another $1,000 because I've already given you $4,000. So that gives you a total of $5,000, Mr. Gold. But I'll give you another $1,000 if that helps you. We want to do business with you. Hey, work with my girl, and we're going to see if we can help you out. But thank you, sir. Next one. Who we got up there next? Okay, and then we got, is Mr. Ray up there? If Mr. Ray's up there, we're trying to see if we can help Mr. Ray. I see if Mr. Ray's listening, Mr. Ray, we're ever giving you a really good discount on that Elite building, but I can give you another $1,000 cash, Tiger Cash. So you got another $1,000 off of that building, sir. Hope that helps you. And then we got one over here. He is, okay, and this is Mr. Como. And Mr. Como, we have already given you the Thanksgiving special. And I can knock off another $1,000 for Tiger Cash. And I'll tell you what I'll do on this one. On this one, I can get you another $1,000 for the. I can knock off two more there, so I can give you a total of $5,000 on this. So that's the three she already gave you, plus the Tiger Cash, plus another $1,000 off of the stamp plans. Hope that helps you, Mr. Como. That's my 3 deals that I worked out today. Now let's continue on. Remember, $500 discount every day, every week, every year. If you're military personnel, you get a $500. If any one of y'all, I can give you another $500 if y'all meet any one of these classifications. Healthcare worker, educators, first responders. See, where's it at? See, this is a one-time special. Fortified does a one-time special, and that's good. You see, I give specials every day. I'm trying to help. Hey, look what we're doing here every day. And on top of that, today, we added another $500 if you were a military personnel. So this week, if you were a military, you come in to buy a building, besides all the specials, you're going to get another $1,000 just for being a military personnel, a veteran, whatever you want to call it. And that's our way of showing how much we appreciate what you've done for our country. Okay? You get $1,000 cash. If you type in cash, that's worth Tiger Cash on any building this week. When you type it in, that's another $1,000 off of the price. And then right now till Thanksgiving, $3,000 off any Elite building, $2,000 off any Signature building, $1,000 off any Value building. Now, look, add Tiger Cash. That's 4, 3, 2. If you're a veteran right now, that would be 5, 4, 3. To every veteran, not just one roof. If 10 veterans come in here today, they're all going to get that special. If 100 veterans come in here, they're all going to get this, not just one roof. We're not going to give away one roof. We're going to do that for every veteran. And if you go back to the list of people, not only are we talking about being nice or being concerned about military personnel. We're concerned about helping healthcare workers, educators, first responders. This holds true. Next week, I'll pick one of these, and one of these will go to $1,000. So you got all these specials, and if you fall in any one of these classifications, you're going to get $500, and I'm going to pick one this week it's military, they're getting $500 more. Next week, I'll pick one of the other three, and they'll be able to get another $500 or another $1,000. We do that every day, not once a year. Okay? Price match special right here. Our price match is against Southern Buildings and Barnes. I will beat their price, apples to apples, with a quote in writing by $3,000. Did you hear me right? Get a quote and I'll beat it by $3,000. I'll say it again. Give me a quote and I'm going to beat it by $3,000. And guess what? You're going to buy from a licensed contractor, never been convicted, who's been in business 26 years, not 4 years, and not been convicted of breaking state contractor law. So not only are you going to get a cash deal, you're going to do business with the company that's best qualified to build your building. You got the best of both worlds with us. Go ahead. Remember, whoever comes in next week, or you can come in this week and book it, you're going to get an upgrade on Dutch Lap at no extra charge. And you're going to love it. This is some pretty stuff, y'all. It really, if you're building something around your home, if you're doing an apartment, a camp, barndominium, this is the stuff. It looks like shiplap. You cannot tell it's steel till you go touch it, but it's steel. That's the Mallett Building. I won't bore you. I've said it a bunch of times. There it is. You can go back to it and watch this, but if you want to know, you can call one of my building specialists. We'll go back over it again. But folks, nobody builds this building. Nobody. And we will continue to improve this building as time goes with more and more product. Okay? That's what we do here. We are trying always to build the best building for the best dollar so that you get the best product. Okay? All right, protect your concrete slab, microfiber, and control joints. Okay, why use synthetic fibers? You got some people that say, oh, you need to put the iron or the sheets of what you call it, wire mesh. Synthetic fibers benefit the concrete in both the plastic and hardened state. Benefits include reduced plastic settlement cracks, reduced plastic shrinkage cracks, increased toughness and impact resistance, provides energy absorption. Microsynthetic fibers, typically at a higher dosage rate, can be used for crack control in hardened concrete or temperature shrinkage reinforcement in some applications. Documentation on the use of fibers of these applications should be available. That came from the National Ready Mix Concrete Association. You'll notice that when I put stuff up, it's researched and documented. This is documented by them. This ain't Lee Mallett saying this, but I agree with them. That's why I put it up there, because I want to make you more knowledgeable about what we do and why we do it. But that's from the National Ready Mix Concrete Association. All I'm doing is showing you what the professionals say. Now, all right, from the American Concrete Institute, one aspect of certificate that enhanced by the use of fibers is control of cracking. Fibers can prevent the occurrence of large crack widths that are either unsightly or permit water and contaminants to enter. Serviceability benefits. Use of fibers at high volume percentage, 5 to 10% or higher, with special production techniques can substantially increase the matrix tensile strength. Once again, that's from the American Concrete Institute. That's not me. I'm just bringing the information to you. Next. All right, and then we talk about control joints. It's standard on an elite building. You can get it on the other buildings we sell, but that building, it is standard. And what does that do? This is a typical slab, let's say. We're going to cut these we're going to put this thing into these sections. And on the 6-inch slab, it's 1.5 inches, and these control joints are cut in the concrete after it's poured. Okay? Okay, so on a 4-inch, we're going to go 1-inch cut. On a 6-inch, we go 1.5-inch cut to build a control joint, okay? If you don't put the control joint, this is what it's going to look like if you have an issue. If you have an issue with the control joints, it's going to be a straight line. Because what the control joint allows your slab to do is flex. Okay? This thing is trying to flex, but there's no control joints. Therefore, it is taking the least resistance and it's just cracking. Okay? And we'll talk about, I talked about it yesterday, I keep pushing this. I know things are in the economy. I think things are going to be picking up. Let's hope so. If they do and you have money in the bank, which is only paying maybe 4 or 5% interest, or if you have an RV, a boat, and you're paying rent, this is your deal. We can build that baby for $29,999. With Tiger Cash, we're down to $28,999. This baby's 50 feet long, 20 feet wide, 14 by 14 door. You'll save yourself $300 to $500 per month. Per month. If you sell your boat or you sell your RV, now you got a storage compartment, which also would cost you money. You can temperature control them. You can do all kinds of things with that building on your property. But let's say that you have some mad cash. You got money, you're looking for your best return on your dollar. On $125,000, they're going to pay you for it, if you're lucky, 4% interest, right? That's going to be generated about $6,000 a month. $6,000 a year, not a month, a year. But this building here is 50 by 100, 5 14 by 14 roll-up doors, 5 walk-through doors. Great investment. Now you got income coming in, okay? And the next one, if you got $250,000, you build one of these, 10 units, 50 by 200 for $250, 10 roll-up doors, 10 walk-through doors, okay? All right, so let's look at what we got here. 500 monthly storage note, buy the $29,999. Why? The single bay pays for itself in 5 years. Okay? The 5 bay pays for itself in 4 years and 2 months. It's going to generate $2,500 a month. Now that $125,000 was going to generate about $6,000 or $7,000 per year. You're going to get that back in 3 months. At the end of 4 years and 2 months, you'll have retained all your money, the $125,000, and now you're generating $2,500 a month. And there's a big demand for this, folks. Look into it. If you've got some money you want to invest, I'm really, really keen on this. I think this is one of the great low maintenance, I mean, it's easier than a rent house. They can't tear them up. Okay. Now, let's get to the 250. You build a 10-bay unit, you got a piece of dormant land or land somewhere, hey, crank one of these babies up, you're going to generate $5,000 a month. What's $250,000 in a CD going to bring you? At 4%. About $10,000, $11,000 per year. Per year, right? And the problem with that is, that's all it ever is going to do if you're lucky. If you invest $250,000 in this 10-bay unit, you're going to generate approximately $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year, and in 4 years, it's still going to generate that, except it doesn't give you all your money back, and now you're just running into cash. With low maintenance, low issue, hardly any issues. Okay? So think about that. I keep pushing that thing because I think it's a way to go. If you got land, or if you can buy you a piece of land and get in this business, it's an easy business. Let's go back to our discounts. This week, we will give a $500 discount to military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. But this week, our special is military personnel, which means we doubled it. We doubled it all week. And next week, I'm going to pick another one. We don't do something just once a year. We're doing stuff every day. Okay? You get $1,000 cash. If you just type cash, it's worth $1,000 off your building. Our special for the week, the month, till Thanksgiving, I'm going to give you $3,000 off Elite, $2,000 off Signature, $1,000 off a Value Building. Type in, call me, type in when I'm live. They can add $1,000 to that, so now it's 4, 3, and 2. So folks, we're making deals here. I don't know anybody else doing this. We make deals every day. Call us. You want to make a deal, you want to save yourself some money, you want to build from the people who've been doing this the longest, who've got a record of success as far as number of buildings on the ground, the best warranties, and the best materials. I use only the best materials in our buildings. And we're proud of that. Okay. Once again, price match special this till further notice. You get a bid from Southern, I'm going to beat them by $3,000. That's simple, apples to apples. I'm sure all of you would like to save $3,000. So call them, get a bid. But apples to apples, I'll beat them by $3,000. There's our deal here. Next week, the first one that comes in and buys 1,500 square foot more on an Elite building is going to get upgraded on the Dutch lap free of charge. Really good deal. This is what we get in the Elite. I've said it 2 or 3 times. I can say it again, but I think y'all figured out what I got in this building. And that's our show for today. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope that our special on what to consider when building a barn helps you. Yesterday, I think we were talking about moisture. Tomorrow, we'll talk about something else. We pick a topic. I'm going to be picking a topic every day that we talk about, including our specials, and including all the other things I do talk about. But look, I do appreciate you listening. You can call me at 337. Who we got here? Mr. Casey. How much is for the Elite Building going for this week before the discounts? I think they're $39,999. 30 by 50, yeah, $39,999, Mr. Beers. So today, if you called in, you would get, if you type cash right now, you would get $1,000 off that 30. So let's go. Let's see here what we got. You would be at $39,999. You take $1,000 off for Tiger Cash. You're at $38,999. But you got the Thanksgiving special. That's going to click you $3,000. Now you're down to $35,999. If you're a veteran, take another $1,000. If you wanted to meet one of the class, he's at $500 or $1,000. But right now, you're going to get that building for $35,999 with the Thanksgiving special, the Tiger Cash. And if you call in, you can get the Grand Beam. If you're the first one to come in, you can get an upgrade on that Grand Beam metal. What you got? Somebody type something. Go up. Hey, go up. Who?
He just said thank you for responding. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, thank you all for listening. I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't have to go to Baton Rouge tomorrow. I got to go Friday, but I'll try to get back in time to do some more deals. We're working deals here. So you give us a call at 337-515-2154. That's my personal cell phone number. You will always be able to call me if you buy a building from me. Okay? Or call the office and talk to a building specialist at 337-214-0428. Hey, thank you for listening. We want to earn your business. And remember, we're open Saturday all day if you need us to be. And they will stay. And if you want to come in the afternoons on Monday through Friday, my guys will stay. We're here to serve you. I want you to remember, we're here to accommodate you. I don't think the others are willing to put in the time. They all want to go home. Well, we want to go home too, but you're so important to us, my people are willing to stay and serve you. So give us a call, 337-515-2154. Once again, thank you all for listening. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mallett Buildings, your trusted partner in post-frame construction. We are proud to offer you the highest quality structures, custom designed to meet your needs. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing superior craftsmanship, backed by years of experience and a commitment to excellence. Please take a moment to explore our innovative design options, competitive pricing, and unmatched customer service. Thank you for choosing Mallett Buildings, where we build stronger together. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mallett Buildings, your trusted partner in post-frame construction.
Tired of gimmicks and spooky tricks? At Mallett Buildings, we don't need to raise prices from the dead or play games with your budget, but we will gladly bury any high prices that come your way. At Mallett Buildings, we're committed to keeping things straightforward, matching any written quote from a competitor, and making sure high prices get buried once and for all. Mallett Buildings, built with trust.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I want to continue my series. We've put out 23 reasons to do business with Mallett. Today, number 24. You always have different people trying to get in the business. Does it mean something when you've been in business 23 years or just 1 or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years? I think it does. The fact that we've been out here that long should tell you can trust us. We're going to be here. The question is, how does a company with only 1 or 2 years in business or 5 years give 10-year warranty? How can you give a warranty longer than you've been in business? I give a 10-year warranty. I've been in business 23 years. I'm going to be here. But if I've only been in business 1 or 2 years, or 3 years, or 5 years, how can I give a warranty longer than I've been in business? The problem with this is, are they going to make it? You're gambling on your warranty, you're gambling on your money. There's a lot of things that go on out there. I've been chairman of state contractors for 15 years, I've been chairman for 8 years. I see all kind of problems with these people who try to do what we do. And there are some people that are probably okay, but they haven't stood the test of time. Understand, I know there's some good doctors coming out of medical school, but if I had a problem, I wouldn't go to a doctor right out of medical school. I'd go to a doctor who's been practicing for 10 or 15 years because he's proven what he can do, that he's competent, he knows what he's doing, and he has experience. Nobody in this business in the southern region has as many years in this business as Mallett Buildings. Come see our facility. Go see their facility. What I'm trying to tell you is be very careful. Don't be deceived. And let me tell you something. Sometimes you get what you pay for. We want to earn your trust. We've earned the trust of thousands and thousands and thousands. We have in excess of probably 15 to 20,000 buildings we've built in the last 23 years. To me, it's a simple decision. If you're going to do business with someone who's proven he can do the work, withstood 7 or 8 storms, and is competent, experienced. That's number 24. I'm going to continue this series. I used to do these quite a bit. I'm going to get back into doing these. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at 337-515-2154, or you can call the office at 337-214-0428. We want to earn your trust. We've earned the trust of thousands. That's what we do. Once again, thank you for listening.